TVGH on your Facebook, Net2TVGH. Also, we'll probably be opening the phone lines on 0240-550-899, 0240-550-899. My name is JONAS ABEDI, ANIM. Today, I'm bringing you a quote from the one man, Nelson Mandela, who stood as an African icon. He said, givers don't quit and quitters don't win. And what he said was that if you would win, you don't have to give up. If you win, you don't have to give up. And it comes back to say that quitters don't win and winners don't quit. So don't quit if you're going through a hard time. Don't give up, because when you give up, it means you're losing and chickening out. As Ahlan would say, don't chicken out. You're not a chicken, you are a hero. Probably you can be an eagle like myself. So winners don't quit and quitters don't win. If you have to win, you don't have to give up. Keep pushing. It is your dream. The only difference is that it is your dream. The other person might not understand what you are pursuing. Just let it be a good pursuit. Wow. Let's go straight to the topic or the headlines for our newspapers today. We're starting with the New Crusading Guide, and it has on the front page the German Chancellor and His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo with a nice smile, shaking hands. And the caption says, more German investors to hit Ghana, or to hit town, as Ghana moves to increase trade investment cooperation. And then we have robbers killed Lebanese, escape with 200,000. And then on the bottom right, we have NPP probe Obri Buahin says leaked audio claim is false, or claims are false. And it has a picture of John Boydu. We're trying to talk to John Boydu, but we're not able to get through to him. We go quickly to the Chronicles, and it has on the front page, robbers gunned down Lebanese in another broad daylight robbery, and it has a car number and a bloody, oh man, and it has a picture of the Lebanese accountant there. That picture was picked up from a journal line. Lecturers threaten strike, and Parliament wades into defilement of 4-year-old child. Well, I don't condone or connive or endorse any of that. Defilement, child trafficking, abuse, any of that. I think it must be dealt punitively to the latter, to serve as a deterrent to the rest. Daily Graphic has cashier gunned down in Tema. Robbers escape with 200,000 booty, and it has, well, dismiss against Amidu, Attorney General. Well, 70% Accra houses without title VIP. There's an interesting story at the back page of the Daily Graphic. Labour Ministry develops web portal for employment data. Wow, Ghana going truly digital, and I'm all for it, trust me. That is one sure way we can curb corruption, because with systemic or computerized system, when you make changes, it keeps record of who made the changes, when it was made, and how it was made. So it becomes easy to track all changes and keep records of all changes. Unlike other paper system, or in a system where you have to be looking for papers that it rains and it's gone, rain carried it away. We've heard stories. I mean, let's go paperless. Ghana go digital, Ghana go paperless. Ghana going to the next level. And I'm all for it. The Daily Statesman says, DI saved Ghana $5 billion. And it has Gabi Otrida. Good morning to you, Gabi. Gabi's, and it says automation of land management key, VIP. Wow. Vice President is also pushing that Lands Commission start. You're all for it. Go VIP. Daily Guide, Lebanese shot dead in another daylight robbery. Lebanese shot dead in another daylight robbery. My condolences to the family of the Lebanese guy. I have some close friends and families who are Lebanese, so yeah, I feel the heat, brothers. I feel the heat. And it has a picture on the top left of this guy. It says a mortuary attendant, mortuary man fondle Ebony's breast. I don't really want to touch on that, but trust you me, I don't think this guy, looking at him, can come anywhere close to Ebony. I mean, should she be alive? So that was very disrespectful of him, trying to do that to Ebony's body when she's dead, and also putting it out on social media. that is quite disrespectful. Now, we were talking to some people to see how that can be treated. We've heard stories of people or mortuary men trying to make mockery of dead, beautiful people or popular people, but to this extent, it's becoming something else. And I don't think we need to. I wouldn't circulate such a video for no reason. I don't see the reason why someone should circulate such a video. It means you are in support of that, and that act is very, very disrespectful, simply put. The Ghanaian Times, tax stamp takes off today, but water producers threaten shutdown over implementation of policy. Why? Well, we will try to talk to Dr. Oku Kwatin to see why and what is happening. Armed robbers gunned down Lebanese 54. Oh man. Ooh, Wahaluddin. Yes, so rest in peace. Ghana German must scale up investment cooperation. And that is on the front page. GSA gazettes more than 100 energy efficiency standards. Well, good job, good job, good job. A lot of us going digital. And that is the newspaper headlines for today. We're taking a quick, and when we're back, we hit on the topics for today and open the phone lines for you to call in and tell us your views and comments. This show is proudly brought to you by King's Drinking Mineral Water. It is the latest water on the market, carefully designed, nicely treated under state-of-the-art machinery. It's also good for all purposes, weddings, parties, working out. It can also be served as a gift. Trust me, try that on your first date. Surprise your girlfriend with 1 bottle of King's Drinking Mineral Water. Tell her she's a royal, she's a queen, so she deserves a King's Drinking Mineral Water. You can have King's Drinking Mineral Water at the Medina Post Office or near the Medina Post Office, or also by Goma Potting Junction. That's where you have King's Drinking Mineral Water there for and for bird purchases. You can reach them. Well, we're taking a quick break, and when we're back, we hint on a few stories. Over the week and even last week, we've had people complain from market women and the men in Accra about the AMA's action and how some people are extorting money. It has even resorted to brutalities where the AMA reps are now actually physically abusing market women on the streets. And I don't know how that can happen. But we've been trying hard to reach the AMA boss, and it's really, really not working. He makes appointment and doesn't even show up or respond or to cancel his appointment to show up. And we've tried to reach his PRO, and none of them are really talking about it. The women, some of them actually marched to our studios claiming we have been trying to speak good of AMA, but it's actually not the case. And so they were ready to talk on camera to tell us the reality of what is going on the ground, because they realized the Honorable is not in town to come listen to them. Well, we thought AMA will actually respond to some of the claims, but actually AMA never responded to any of our phone calls or didn't show up in the studios. And that's to let viewers know that we are not being wanted. We are expecting AMA to actually come up front and talk to us on some of these issues. When we come back from the break, we play for you some of the videos or the ladies who were here at our front court trying to show how angry they are with the AMA. We'll be right back after this break.
As far back as the days of Kwame Nkrumah, he recognized that unless Ghana industrializes, our hopes of creating wealth are limited. I first went to the trade fair when I was in primary school in Ghana, and it was very exciting to me. You normally went to the trade fair with your friends or your classmates, and it was a lot of fun.
It was like a movement. People would go to the trade fair with such excitement and so much pride. We had musicians. We had artisans, we had entrepreneurs. The Ghana Trade Fair Center in those days was the place to be, and actually they paved the way for today's new generation.
It is a place to see the hard work of our artisans, farmers, producers who today seek more ways to connect with the world.
My American friends call me Queen Share because I make the best shea butter. It's no surprise, I am made in Ghana.
I am Ami, and I design the trendiest African-inspired clothes.
I produce the strongest concrete blocks.
I make chocolate from the finest cocoa.
Join me and these hard-working producers make more beautiful memories from February 28th through March 7th at the Ghana International Trade Fair. I am Dr. Agnes Adu. I am CEO for Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited, and I am proudly made in Ghana.
My name is Ario Figrant, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, and I am made in Ghana.
My name is Michelle Atto. I'm the Managing Director of Emerge Ghana, and I am made in Ghana.
I am made in Ghana.
Zion New Maxi Blend Compact Powder. Foundation and powder formula with SPF 30. Full coverage, natural flawless finish, all day wear. Zion, redefining the essence of beauty.
Welcome back to the show. Now what is happening live and kicking right now, it's the Accra International Trade Fair Center. Trust me, you all need to be there right now. Like yesterday we went to set up, I saw a lot of media houses setting up, a lot of companies setting up, both home and abroad, all coming down to Ghana. The Accra Trade Fair Center, trying to make business, trying to network. I actually did a few networking there and it was quite nice. So try visit the Accra International Trade Fair Center. Yeah. Probably we'll be bringing you footages from the ladies who walked all the way from Accra to Medina just to express their pain about the AMA here and what the AMA is doing to them. And you will come to that video shortly. But I would like to touch on, I think we should take the video first, what my producer is saying. If the videos are ready, let's just play the video. But you also reminded that the trade fair is open and admission is free. So, all right. So let me quickly touch on some of the captions or the newspaper headlines, just briefly. The Daily Guide, has in the middle or the second page, EC boss fights back. EC boss fights back, and it says Mrs. Charlotte Osei accused 5 of the commissioners, including Mr. Agrifin, of holding a meeting without inviting her, although she has a sole prerogative to convene commission meetings, and appeared to suggest that they are sabotaging her. I recall a meeting convened at your instance with other commissioner members, Maida, Ajola, Sule, and Dajowa. I was neither invited nor informed of the meeting. Wow. And I like this Akosia's drawing. Can I have that on the screen? Probably want to show it to my viewers. It has Abu Gapele walking out of in Sawam, and you have Nilante on the side saying, Jida Freedom Promise Onapo. What will be, or do. For some reason, Akosia, I don't know how you do that, but Akosia, for information, it's a guy. It's not really a woman. Making the two of them look like they are brothers, and I see a picture of ex-President Mahama trying to make mockery of Nilante from the back, and it says Jida Freedom Promise. I think that goes in tune with the Shatawali song. Freedom, Shatta, Jida, Freedom. Well, Abu Gapele is walking majestically out of Insawam 2020. That is a promise Nilante is giving to Ghanaians. I think they've started writing their campaign promises already. Tax stamps take off today, but water producers threaten shutdown over implementation policy. Wow. Why? We don't know. But we'll take a few stories from the Ghanaian Times. We have earmarked some of their stories that we need to touch on. So let's get it. They say tax stamps take off today, but water producers threatened shutdown. Why? Why will they threaten shut down? We don't know. I think it's about time we take the bull by the horns. Trust you me. The National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers has threatened a possible shutdown of production due to challenges arising out of the implementation of tax stamps policy. The stamps are small stickers with security features to be supplied by government to manufacturers. Well, how bad is this? This is done in most countries, to secure, and I think we as consumers, we need to come together to support government on this, trust you me, because it's for our own safety and security. We need to really, really support government to put these stamps on that, because then that will make way for people who are producing fake stuff to come into the market. But with the security stamps, then you can tell which one is fake and which one is probably original. Some of us really like original stuff. The Chronicle has rubber gunned down Lebanese in another broad daylight, and Parliament wades into defilement case. But I'd like to touch on the Parliament issue because that is of most concern to me. We can't have our kids maltreated or molested or abused for no reason. Parliament wades into defilement of 4-year-old child. The Speaker of Ghana's Parliament, Right Honorable Professor Mike Aaron Okwe, has asked the Gender Ministry to do everything within her authority to ensure justice for the 4-year-old child who was sexually abused at Asin Adadie Tem in the Central Region. I think I also support that. Adadie Tem cross-border practice of FGM must end now. Well, I think I also support we need to come through with some of these things, and the punishment must be made public for everyone to know. We can't take these things in this modern day Ghana. We cannot allow people like that deal with us. And if possible, their names and pictures should be published and be exposed for a number of weeks in the newspapers, in the social media, on TV, and all over traditional media, so we can have, and even where they live, so people around them can know that these people are offended or sex offenders, and that we can be very wary of them, that we are living with sex offenders. I want to take this from, it says cashier gunned down in Tema, and it has a picture of the Lebanese guy Hamed Safieddin, 54. Well, that is so unfortunate. But I read a little bit of that. It says, barely 24 hours after the movie-style robbery at Royal Motors at the North Industrial Area in Accra, a cashier was yesterday gunned down by suspected armed robbers in Tema. Hamed Safieddin, 54, a cashier at Delta Agro Company, was returning to the office after a bank transaction with which he had reportedly withdrawn 200,000 Ghana cedi from the Tema Industrial Area branch of the Zenith Bank to pay his salaries of the workers. But my question again is, why withdraw 200,000 cedis? Sorry, today's modern Ghana, when you can pay salaries by mobile money, by e-switch, by there are 1,000,001 forms you can pay, even if they are not permanent workers. It means something was being done like on the table or under the table or something. Or maybe they need to come clear with the purpose of that money. But whatever it is, lives should be protected. And I've heard on the social media some people actually calling the head of the IGP, which I truly think it's a bit too early for that. But I think IGP needs to really come through with some of these security issues. We'll be trying to reach some of the security experts to talk on this issue. It's been like back-to-back daylight robbery in Accra, and previously we've had some robberies in other regions and other places, but it looks like it's becoming one too many right now, and we need to act fast. Use whatever you have to expose some of these actions. If you feel somebody is standing in the corner a bit suspicious or acting weird or funny, please don't let us be laid back and unconcerned. Send text messages, make phone calls, try to alert the next person. Probably the person is unaware of what is going on. If you get an intuition that somebody is standing at a corner for far too long, acting weird or acting funny, it will be time to let someone know. Call a policeman, alert the policeman on the curb or in the corner. Tell someone responsible, let someone know. Let's not keep, I'm sure somebody might have probably heard or seen these guys architecting this thing and didn't really say anything about it, like go unconcerned. Let us not be unconcerned. Let us be a keeper of one another, like the Bible says, let's be one another's keeper, because some of these crimes can actually be prevented or avoided if one is talking about it, not aftermath, trying to wage campaigns against people and against authorities. Sometimes we have to be one another's keeper. And I tell people around me, the best form of security is securing your own self first. You need to make sure you have secured your own self first. And that is the best way to secure yourself, is to make sure everything about you is safe and secure. That is when you can secure another person or can rely on external securities. CCTV cameras, security systems, and others can fail. But when you are conscious of your own security, that is what I call total security. Yes, God has all of us, but sometimes we have a part to play. So again, my condolences to Ahmed, Afiedin, who lost his life, and many others who've been victims of robbery. But yes, our authorities need to come through. We also have a part to play. We need to be one another's keeper. We need to alert people, the security agencies, our heads, our friends and families, when we sense or suspect something fishy. It's about time we break the silence. We can't just be quiet and look unconcerned. This is what will happen when we do that. I'm sure this one was manufactured or architected somewhere in a house, in the place. We see a group of people in an uncompleted structure trying to put things together that you find it suspicious. Let someone know. Be bold, be proud, protect Ghana, protect yourself, and let's prevent such stories coming up on our newspapers. Let me go straight to the Daily Statesman. It has DI saved Ghana $5 billion, and I see the picture of Gabi right at the front page of the Daily Statesman. Let me take a brief, short one on that. Let's improve trade investments. President in Germany saying, let's improve trade and investment. President urges Germany. The president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, says, notwithstanding the excellent relationship that exists between Ghana and Germany, Ghana has decided to turn our back to old Ghanaian economy, which has been dependent on the production of export and raw materials, and also dependent on aid. Wow, that is a bold statement, President, saying that now we will not depend only on raw materials, and we will do justice to them and take them to the next level. Trust you me, I remember reciting and writing about all these things throughout my SHS, primary school education, even at SHS. Ways to improve our economy, to cut down export of raw materials and then secondary products, or rather do secondary products and finishing and that. Governments upon government. We thank God for this government, and good morning to you, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. You're doing a great job, and I pray God's blessings and support from the nation for you. The New Crusading Guide says more German investors to hit Ghana. I think I really touched on this story just now on the Daily Statesman. And so yes, we pray so, and the Ghanaians need to strategize ourselves so we can also benefit from some of these investments. Let's not sit unconcerned again, looking and waiting for experts to come take out the positions. Let's strategically position ourselves. Let's try, retrain ourselves, get better at something. Let's master something. So when these companies and these investors come, we can strongly partner them. Even if at 50-50, that would be awesome for a start. So we can have equal representation of Ghanaians at the top to expats in the countries. It shouldn't be like we have expats who are investing and then Ghanaians are always doing the labor jobs or the driver jobs and all that stuff. We can also have Ghanaians at the top representing here in Ghana, even abroad. I mean, we have Ghanaians who are heading a lot of big corporations home and abroad. I think we have the video of the ladies who visited our studios yesterday ready, with complaints from the AMA that some of them were actually abused on the streets. I mean, how do you abuse someone after taking monies from him or her to sit at a spot to sell? That is a form of an agreement, and later come back to abuse them, take off whatever they are selling, and the trauma. For these ladies to walk all the way from Tudu, Accra area to Medina, that should tell you how aggrieved or how pissed they are. And I had my cameras capture them yesterday. If the video is ready, my producer will be playing it right in. Can we have those videos if we have them ready? all the way from Accra to Medina just to complain about what is happening or the way the AMA is dealing with them. And they've actually said that if Ghana should conduct an election today, the sitting government or the NPP government will lose in Accra or Makola, the jurisdiction of the AMA, just because of what the AMA boss and his people are doing to them. And I think it's a market area. We need to come into terms with them. We need to come into some form of agreement with them. They already have complained that in the ex-Wal administration, the line that was drawn for them not to cross was a bit spacious than now. We had Honorable Kennedy Japan also visited the place by himself to attest to whatever they said or whatever complaint they had. Yet the AMA boss have not been able to comment or come to clear the airways. And we are saying this because we don't want it to look like we're being one-sided. We've called him several times. We've had appointments with him, but he doesn't show up and doesn't even call or text to cancel his appointment. If you have those videos, let's play them.
When I'm say 2 months ni, and I buy a buy say ye janation and yet, and I sorry. Into yes, 19 more srempany for say. Yat say yes, ye to chalai. Na yatnas and kakra. Yachesia, woman say what woman chamaye. Yakwa jia ho, Makola. Yakwa first lady ho. Ama, yes, woman chala no my. Chinchina woman say a hot dear, and yadia umbecha line on my. Yansu ye hwade kodia ya ye ya nti omu se ye ntwala no mayen yansu ye wo ma ya mako school ye han dan ye kununum ebi wo ha wo madwuma nye ye nea na ye se efo so boa saa entiti an wo mutete yen enkura nkete abaye fo nkura ye so niam akura na obi tobi na ye sua no na nkura ya befa ne emin na wo mu se wo mu fa ne ma no a ye se baji 200 wo mu be pakeka esi hwa ne akofa nkrofo ne ma begum ne abegina ho ne ye market e ho no mu ye market edin discount an edin nkrofo ne ma wo mu enti esre sa wo mu ayen no mo mahwe ba bia yenso so kimbu PWD ya de honom sa ese wo mu twa ma ye ne a wo mu metwa ma ye ne so so ye